The canonicity of Dragon Ball and its sequel series, Dragon Ball Z, is confusing. Like, very confusing. Attempting to solve what exactly is and isn't official would just lead to inconsistencies and problems. I'm not here to state what is canon, because it is a very subjective topic among the Dragon Ball community. I'm just here to provide some sort of platform where you can all talk about what you regard as the official, and give my 2 cents on why this whole canon debate is pointless at the end of the day. Anyway, the general consensus is that the 42 volumes of the original Dragon Ball manga, written by author Akira Toriyama, is the official canon, since that is where it all initiated from. During the broadcast run of the Dragon Ball Z anime is where things get screwed up. Throughout the show's duration, there were several scenes and even whole arcs that deviated from the manga were included in the anime. This was solely due to the manga needing to catch up with the anime, and since the show is adapting things from the manga, Toei and the writing team needed to create story diversions until the manga came out. A few of these infamous filler moments consist of the driving test episode, Fake Namek, and finally, the Garlic Jr. arc. It's been heavily debated by the community whether these are good additions to the anime storyline or not. I personally don't have a problem with most of them, if they don't conflict with the authentic storyline, and don't have too many plot holes. Filler doesn't bother me too much actually, since I watch Kai as my preferred option for viewing Dragon Ball Z, which cuts out most of the filler arcs. I don't know what it is about Dragon Ball Z Kai, but I just love it. So back to canon. The tricky part of this argument about filler isn't canon is that Toriyama worked on a wide selection of filler moments. These include, but are not limited to, the Cyan and Tuffle history scenes, Gregory, King Kai's pet cricket, the designs of most of the villains in the movies, and Goku's adventures along Snake Way. All of these ideas were originally conceived or drawn by Akira Toriyama. At the end of the day, all of these filler moments are pretty much just take it or leave it scenes that aren't too relevant to the main plot. One thing I'd like to address is Dragon Ball Super and the 2 movies created by Toriyama. Let me make things clear. Toriyama wrote the original outline/story for Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, and Son Goku and his friends return. Battle of Gods is about the god of destruction Beerus coming to Earth and Goku achieving his Super Saiyan God form. Resurrection F is obviously by the title, a movie about reviving the evil tyrant himself, Frieza. And finally, Son Goku and his friends return is about the post-battle aftermath of Majin Buu's defeat and introduces Vegeta's younger brother, Tarbell. These movies do fit in the Dragon Ball timeline and are considered authentic, due to Toriyama's heavy involvement. Currently, there are 3 versions of basically the same 3 events: Beerus coming, Frieza's revival, and the post-battle aftermath. As previously stated, there are 2 movies and an OVA special, but there's also the Dragon Ball Super anime, which retells these events in an episodic anime form, rather than a big-budget action movie. The Dragon Ball Super anime provides more details from Toriyama's original scripts and outlines from the movies that were cut out of them to conserve time, I guess, I don't know. Goku and Vegeta getting their new gi and battle armor respectively, or a reason why Buu didn't show up in the Frieza Soldiers fight, for instance. It also includes filler characters like Gregory or Miss Pisa, so it feels like a direct anime continuation of Dragon Ball Kai, I assume? I mean, think about it. Both of these characters were in Dragon Ball Kai, and Super shares the same time slot as the formerly airing series, so it makes perfect sense, right? Well, kinda. I'm glad that the anime of Dragon Ball Super is correlating with the refreshed anime of Dragon Ball Z, although some things don't add up. Dragon Ball Kai still uses the quote-unquote filler version of Hell in the Buu arc, that is not present in the manga at all, and the anime version of Super is using Toriyama's rendition of Hell that was used in the Resurrection F movie. Is Super trying to cater to the people who watch Dragon Ball Kai or Resurrection F? It gets really confusing which one is the quote-unquote true version, and I've given up trying to come up with a reasonable explanation. Oh, and plus, the manga version of Dragon Ball Super is a whole nother thing. In my opinion, the manga is just a spin-off adaptation thingy of the anime, and should be just filed under the same as the Resurrection F one-shot manga by Toyotaro. We as Dragon Ball fans need to realize that the events from the Saiyan arc to the Chamber arc are official and do fit, but the way we view these said events are totally up to the viewer. Instead of arguing over which one's more canon, I think we should rejoice and actually appreciate that we are getting 3 different mediums to review our favorite series, and that should not be taken for granted. The way I've always interpreted the canonicity of these different variants of the Dragon Ball Super anime is a continuation of the Dragon Ball / Dragon Ball Z Kai anime. The manga is just an adaptation spin-off and ties into the Resurrection F one-shot, and Toriyama stated that the two movies are direct continuations of his Dragon Ball manga. In a nutshell, people need to chill out about this. Why are we complaining about more Dragon Ball, canon or not? Anyway, please make sure to leave a like and please subscribe for more content like this. See ya!